Andariki Namaskaram. One seeker has asked his master this question: Master, to have an upward flow of mind, a constant effort has to be made. But what is the difference between an effort against past habits and suppression of the mind? Please explain. Then the master began to reply as follows: transformation of the mind is a positive effort, and suppression of the mind is negative. You see, in suppressing the mind, your positive effort is concerned with being against something. In transforming the mind, your effort is not directly concerned with being against something, but for something. Your effort is for something in transforming your mind. For example, anger. See, when you suppress your anger, remember that anger is an energy. So, that energy of anger, when you suppress it, you are blocking its passage, you are blocking its outlet. So, when it is blocked, when it is suppressed, then where that energy will go? It gets perverted. It leads to inner complexities like guilt, sin, and all that. So, what is the way out? The way out to be healthy is to allow that energy to pass naturally. That means it should have a natural flow of expression, then it goes out. In that process, people around you may be hurt, and also it leads to so many other consequences. So, to be healthy is not only the end. You have to be holy also. A man should become holy also. So, see, this kind of suppression leads to so many other consequences. So, what is to be done? You have to create a different passage, a higher passage beyond nature, which is beyond nature, to move the energy upwards. See, any passage which is higher than nature, that energy will pass through that passage. You see, the body is incomplete without a mind. A mind is incomplete without a soul or a spirit. And a soul or spirit is incomplete without the realization of the divinity. So, this is the situation, and when really the body works like a womb for the mind, and the mind works like a womb for the soul or spirit, and the soul works as a womb for God realization or manifestation. So, the process of suppression is unholy and leads to many other disastrous consequences. So, man should not resort to suppression in any kind of situation. So, now there are three things. One is suppression, the second is transformation or transcendence, and the third is divine. So, how to overcome this negativity of the mind which happens because of suppression of the emotions, suppression of the desires, suppression of so many other aspects in life. See, only to go upward, to make the mind upward is only the way to transcend the nature of the mind. So, how this transformation of the mind arises? As long as we fight against our own desires, our own emotions, that leads to suppression and becomes a cause for manifestation of negativity. When negativity makes the man afraid, it makes him to feel sin and guilty. So, the man with such kind of negative emotions or negativity feels that, feels afraid of everyone and everything in life, and thus goes insane in the process of life. So, the only way to transform the mind is meditation. By going inward, what happens in that process? It is like this: you are in a river with full of current and it is going downward. The flow is going naturally downwards. So, you are fighting against the river and against the flow of current. So, in the process of fighting, you get exhausted, and at some point or other you may drown yourself in that river. But there is another dimension and another point to be noted and remembered. That is, you understand the nature of the flow of the river. The flow in the river always goes downwards. It is its nature. So, in that process, the river is not an enemy, it becomes a friend, because the nature of the river is to flow downwards. So, that is its nature, it is not against you. So, when you understand that, you stop fighting with the river. Then you freely move downwards along with the flow. But this awareness comes when you understand that you can also go upwards. So, when you know that, you can also go upwards. See, man has got two potential possibilities in life. One is to fall below the nature, and the other is to go beyond the nature. So, same nature has got the capacity to take you down and to take you in the upward also. So, when you understand these potential possibilities, you know that you can go upward, then your flow with the current of the river is very friendly, and that becomes your flowing with the current of the river becomes a play for you, because you know that there is a possibility to go upward. So, you do not feel any kind of guiltiness or sin in going downwards, because you know pretty well that you can also go upward. So, when you have this awareness, when you understand this feeling, So you are flowing down with the current of the flow of the river is, it becomes joyful, it becomes a play, it becomes a game. So you people, whether you may achieve it or not, it's a different aspect. Similarly, life is an opportunity. Life is like a river. So life gives an opportunity to go up, to grow up by diving inwards, by getting into contact with the source of your creation, which is always merciful. So, life is a benediction, life is a gift. So, in the river of life, every human being has got potential to go up, to move upwards towards the divinity, towards God, that merciful and omnipresent God. So, in that, when you realize the this kind of awareness, then all your negativity or emotions, negative emotions gets transformed, because you know the magic of creating the higher passage of that energy of the emotions. So, thank you.